with my soft ochre paint pot from MAC. I'm going to put this all over my lids with this Morphe G38 brush. Just going to conceal all the veins and prep my eyelids for a look. I'm going to drag this underneath my eyelids as well on the lower, just to prime my lower lids. Bring this all the way in. I'm just going to set my eyelids with some of this Hourglass dim light so I can prevent some creasing. I already did my eyebrows off camera and they are not being very nice to me today. So before I forget, I'm going to put some Agave lip balm on my lips from Bite Beauty. This stuff has been working tremendously well for my lips. And I already put moisturizer on. I have been trying some skin products from Drunk Elephant and so far I have been really liking them. I'm going to start out with my Dark Matter stack and I'm going to use the first shade Blur, which looks like this. I'm going to put this in my transition. I'm just going to use a Morphe 504 brush and I'm going to just set this all through my crease from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm gonna build this up. I'm gonna use this a few times. And in the stack it comes with a mirror, so I'm just using that as well. So I'm getting my makeup inspiration today from my shirt that I'm wearing, from Balmain from the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So I'm going to be doing like a smoky eye, I'm thinking. I guess we'll see when it gets to that point. And I'm going to run some of this on my lower lash as well. Good start. These shadows are actually really nice to use, and then this is the first time I'm actually using them since my review that I did on Monday night. I do have to say, for the first shadow that I've actually used from Melt, I am actually really happy. So finally got to purchase these, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't do this a long time ago. So I'm going to be probably working from more than one of the stacks today. Let's see what I decide to actually do. I'm going to stand up so you can kind of see the shirt that I'm actually wearing. So you can kind of see the inspiration. And this is the shirt that I have on. So got some blacks, whites. It's got some prints on here all over, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. It's the first time wearing it since I got it for Christmas. I'm happy. I'm going to be using the shade Unseen from the same Dark Matter stack, and this is what this shade looks like. Kind of like a, I don't want to say pukey brown, but it is a pukey brown, and I love it. I'm going to be using a Morphe M330. I'm going to put this in my outer crease. And building the shades. So this is my first makeup tutorial for 2018. I'm going to start challenging myself in looks that I'm going to be doing. So let's see what this year brings along. I have been doing videos for about 5 months and I have been loving it. I'm going to pull this towards my eyebrow as well. Grab the first brush and blend her out. I'm gonna grab a little bit and I'm gonna bring this in towards the front of my eye as well. Any goals for 2018? Anything that you guys want to do, change? I'm gonna grab an M505 and just blend these two shades into each other. From the same Dark Matter stack, I'm going to use Enigma. Looks like this. I'm going to use a MAC 217 brush and I'm going to put this more in the outer here, more in my outer V, to darken the outer corner up. Trying to just concentrate it more out here. Bring it down in my crease. Bring it down just on my lower lash just a little bit. Just kind of connect them two together. And I'm going to use the M505 and a little bit of the second shade Unseen to blend that in. I'm going to go in some with the first shade Blur on that same 505 and just blend a little bit more. Just tying everything together, make sure there's no harsh line. And I'm going to go back into the Enigma shade one more time, tap it off, and just go in the outer V one more time. That's where I'm going to leave it at for right now. Just going in a little bit at a time. I'm not using a ton of shadow at once. Easier to build than it is to blend out. Making sure everything's blended. Might look like a mess at first right now. Just going to grab a little bit of that second shade. Just going to use an e.l.f. contour brush. I'm going to use more of that Enigma shade. I'm going to put it in the inner corner. On this Sigma E25 brush, I'm going to use the shade Dark Matter. It looks like this. And I'm going to put this in my way outer V just a little bit to darken it up. Using that 217, I'm going to go back into Enigma and just a little bit of the black, mix them together and blend this out. Using the Morphe M504 brush, big large brush, blending everything together. So I am actually going to, I'm going to cut my crease today. I decided I'm going to do it. So I'm going to use Tarte in the Shape Tape in light medium, Sigma E56 brush. I used it to carve around my eyebrows today, so it's got a little bit of concealer on it already. So I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer on this brush, pat some of it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to cut the crease a little bit. What I'm going to do is start in the inner. Drag it on the lid, and I'm going to kind of pat it in here and see where my lid touches the upper lid. Alright, and this is what it looks like when I cut my lids a little bit. You can definitely see that I still have a lot of that darkness shadow behind here. And I'm just going to set my crease again with some of the ambient light. Just going to use a Sigma E35 just to eyelid. Using the 505, just going to blend around the edge. Grabbing that 217 and just tapping at the edges here, just so it's not such a stark line. Just dragging it inwards. Did not have any additional product, just what was on the brush. And that's what it looks like. Using She's in Parties stack from Milk Cosmetics, I'm going to use Skeleton Kiss. Shade looks like this. Really pretty shade. I'm going to use my MAC 242 brush. Just going to put a little bit of that shade on the edge of it and put this on my brow bone. Using the 505, just blending that out, making sure everything is blended together. From the Haze stack, I'm going to use Ganja, and the shadow looks like this. Picking up my 242 again, I'm going to pat some of this shadow on the brush and tap this on my lids. Just layering it on. Going to use my MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to put some more of that shade on my brush, and I'm going to wet my brush with this so it's more intense. Just do a couple spritz and let's put the shade on. You can see the difference that it does when you do put some Fix Plus on it. Love it. This is awesome. And I'm going to do the same to the other eye. On the two shades together. Make sure there's no harsh edges out here. Pulling the black into the gold a little bit. Do it to this eye as well. I'm going to use my 217 again, my Sigma E25, and I'm going to pick up some of that black shade again, just to put this in the outer corner, just to darken it up. I'm going to take Haze from the Haze stack, and this is what the shadow looks like. And I'm going to put some on this little Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to put this kind of like through here, just to play with some shadows a little bit. I'm going to tap this onto the brush real lightly. Dragging it in and out all the way down. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. I like how this turned out. What do you guys think? Fun with color. I'm going to do a wing now. This Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I got this in my Birchbox. So I'm going to try this out. I've never tried this before. And it's got the felt tip like this. Really hard to talk and do liner because I'm not that great at it. I guess we'll see. It's not like really black, but maybe it's because we're going over like a pigmented glitter. Well, they definitely look even. I don't know what I think about this liner yet though. I'm going to curl my lashes. I got a eye curler from Birchbox as well. Newer subscription from... I'm going to put a coat of mascara on my lashes. I'm going to use my Chanel, and this is the La Volume de Chanel. Put one coat of mascara on. I think I'm going to use my House of Lashes in Camille. This is what the lashes look like. I'm gonna put these on off camera and I will be right back. The lashes are on and I just tightlined my upper waterline with some of the Nars Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in Via Vineto, and it's just a twist up liner. This is what the lashes look like on. They definitely do complement the look a lot and they look really nice. I'm pretty happy about it. So I'm going to just add a little bit more of the red shadow for a line just to brighten it up just a little bit more. Just grabbed a makeup wipe and I am going to clean up just from the fallout and just sharpen up this outer line here. That is all good. And I'm just going to put some shadow in my inner corner as a highlight. I'm going to use that shade again, Skeleton Kiss from the She's in Party stack, and put this in my inner corner. I'll leave that as that for right now. I'm just going to put some primer on my face and we're going to put some foundation on. So I'm going to use the Skindinavia and I'm going to use the makeup primer spray and I'm going to put that all over my face. Using my Makeup Forever Step 1, and this is the smoothing primer because I do have large pores through here, so I want to conceal them. Take some of that on my fingertips together, put this on my inner T-zone. Fenty Beauty primer, this is the Pro Filter. Gonna put this on, just one squirt of it on my hand, and I'm gonna pat this on my face as well for a primer. Going to use my La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation 32 Beige. 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to use a bright pink beauty blender. I'm gonna just tap it all on my face. One more pump on the back of my hand, forehead, patting this in. On my neck a little bit. I'm not going to be going for a full foundation today. I'm just kind of going more for just a lighter foundation, nothing too intense. I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape again in the light medium, and I'm just going to put a couple dots of this under my lid, between my eyebrows, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. I'm going to use that same beauty blender, and I am just going to pat this out. Really light-handed. Blend out my chin and between the brows. You can still see that I have freckles on my nose. Just everything just looks a little bit nicer. I love this foundation. I think this is like one of my purchases, like a best of 2017. Using Emphasize from MAC and my Kat Von D double-sided contour brush, I'm just gonna put some of this under my eyes to set the concealer and brighten this all up down here. Between my brows. And I'm going to set the rest of my face using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Powder in the shade 5. I'm going to set my face with a Morphe E3 brush. I'm just going to set this in my perimeter just really lightly. My face is dry, so I don't want to add too much powder, but just something to set the foundation in so it does not move around during the day. And I still have that glow from the foundation peeping through. Going to use my dirty Kat Von D Shade and Light Original palette, and I'm going to use the center shade, which is I'm going to use Lyric with my Kat Von D brush. Just going to put a little bit of color underneath my eyes as well, so they're not so stark white. Dust that on, a little bit between my forehead, down my chin a little bit on each side. For Christmas, I went on the MAC website and I did a little small purchase. Bought a couple lipsticks, and I also bought another shaping powder, which I'm excited to use today. This is going to be my first time using it. It is Shadester, and it's a contour. So I'm going to try that out today. And I'm going to use a Morphe M437. Bring that up real lightly. Build it up. Sides of my forehead. One side, a little bit of contour versus the other side with no contour. Definitely see a difference. Just tapping it on so it doesn't move any of the foundation that I have on now. Not going too dark, I'm going to do it on my jawline, both sides. I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to actually do this on each side of my nose as well for a little bit of a nose contour. I'm going to drag it kind of up towards my brow as well to darken that up. Underneath, and underneath the lower lip. So far, I like it a lot for the first time. And I store these, my MAC contour palette, the shades in a MAC shades, so I just put these inside of here. I'm going to be using again my Hourglass Ambient Dim Light powder to set my face, and I'll be using my Morphe M401 to do that. Just gives your face just a little bit of a glow. Just tapping it on all over and down the neck. I'm going to use Becca Opal to highlight my face. Morphe M510 brush to highlight my face. I'm going to be putting this on the side of my temples, on my cheeks, forehead, above my brows, anything just to give them an extra look of a lift. Nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin. Going to use the beauty blender that I had before and just kind of pat it in a little bit. Now let's do the lower lash line. I'm going to use that dark matter stack again. I'm going to start off with that first shade Blur. Morphe M502 brush to put this on my lower lash line. Using that same M502 brush, and I'm going to be using Unseen as well from that same stack. Running that on my lower lash line as well. Making them nice and dark. Using my Sigma E15 definer brush and then the shade Enigma, and I'm going to tap this on my lower lash line, pretty much probably from the outer corner about halfway in. Using that e.l.f. contour brush from before, I'm going to use some of that second shade that we used, blending that out. Using some of the Nars Viva Vineto, I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. Picking up dark matter and that contour brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line a little bit, connecting the black. Using Enigma, same brush, and I'm just going to blend that too. Using a little bit of that gold shade from the Haze stack, I'm going to put this in the inner corner on the lower half. Kind of drag it into the black and the red shade. The Morphe 167 brush, and I'm just going to blend this out just a little bit. Kat Von D in Thunderstruck. I'm going to put some of this in my inner corner as well, just to make it a little bit whiter. MAC Extended Play Give Your Black Lash in my lower lash line. I'm just going to run this in my lower lash line. Time for some blush. Melba from MAC. Morphe E4 brush. This is a staple for blush. Really, really nice. Like using it a lot. It goes with every look. Diamond Dust from Laura Geller on top of the Opal that I have on now, just to kind of intensify it a little bit. It's a really pretty shade. I just got this for Christmas. Kind of has a little bit of a pink and a red to it. Not too much, just a little bit. Using some of the Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray, I'm going to set my face and then we're going to put some lipstick on. Using my beauty blender real quick and just dabbing some of the highlight, melting it into the skin. First, I'm going to set my eyebrows really quick with some clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, just to set these little guys down. I like to do this last, just for in case if I'm putting any powders on and they don't, I can actually clean up my brows. Costa Riche Eye Kohl from MAC, and I'm going to use this as a lip liner. I'm going to draw a line in the center of my lip, just get a little bit of extra dimension, make them look a little bit fuller, even though I do have my lips injections already. So I'm going to use that shade Griffin from Anastasia. This is the final look. Fun, playful, something a little bit different, and I like it so far. The lipstick does not make your teeth look yellow or anything else, pretty white. Alright guys, this is my final look, and using the Melt Cosmetics, the different stacks, so I use the Haze stack and the Dark Matter stack, and this is like a first impression. I do really like them a lot. I'm going to be using them more in different tutorials in the future. I'm really happy with them. I give them a 2 thumbs up and I'm 100% happy with it. And I like to use this Anastasia lipstick as well in Griffin. This definitely tied the look together, especially with my shirt, just with like the grays and just the different colors in it. So I'm pretty happy. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see when I do post new videos, make sure you hit that little bell. I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to leave me any comments or suggestions in the down bar, I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Bye! Bye bye!